Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, Jen.
How's it going? Here we go.
Here we go. The best week.
So exciting. I love this. I love this time. I love this training.
Know. So here we are. It is time for our new and returning stylist training. So jump on in if you are new. If you are coming back to the business after any period of time away, welcome back. And maybe you just want a refresher. That's fine too. Never any harm in getting back to basics and acting like you're new and taking all the action steps of a new person and just getting a little refresh. So if you are a new stylist watching right now or returning, or for whatever reason you're on this training, for whatever reason you're here, go ahead and let us know where you're watching from. Go ahead and tag your recruiter so that he or she knows that you're here. And those of you that are the recruiters, tag your newbies so that they can find this live a little more easily. So we are so excited to be here. My name is Michelle Zito. I am your company vice president. I'm here with Jen Ewert, a amazing senior division on our team from California. And tonight we are here to help you get your business off to a fantastic start. Soup to nuts, the action steps, the words, the resources, you name it, we are covering it tonight. So, of course, questions that you have, please put them into the chat. If we don't happen to catch them now, we will certainly circle back to make sure that they are answered for you. But I think you're going to find a lot of your questions are answered tonight. Grab a piece of paper and a pen, please, so that you can take notes. There's going to be things you jot down. There's going to be things you go back and look at the resource. There's going to be things that you're just going to go to the place to get them, a little of everything tonight. All right, so let's start out with a couple of things and places you're going to want to access for sure all the time. So number one is we're going to tell you 2 different Facebook groups that you're going to want to be in besides this one. Because if you're watching this, you're in Team Shine On, you're ready to go. The second Facebook group you're going to want to join, and we'll put the link here in the chat for you, is the group that's called One Stop Grace and Grit Resources or Graphics. One Stop Grace and Grit Graphics. So that's our overall organization's location of anything you're going to need to post on social media. So where you're going to get, it's one place that you can get it, but your daily content that you're going to post in your VIP group, you can grab party scripts from there. You can grab bonus extra photos of just people in the jewelry. It's where you'll share photos of what you're wearing and so on. So that is a great resource of all kinds of things. We're also going to show you, though, where that is for our organization, meaning our team, in boards. So if you came here being a boards user, you're going to be very happy. Everything's going to be right there, comfortable where you normally have it. We're also going to show you a little bit later where you can link to our boards as well. The second Facebook group you're going to want to join besides this one is the group that's called Shine On and Party. So we are Team Shine On, as you probably know, and we maintain one big Facebook group that we also do special events in. So in the month of October, which is what we, of course, are in right now, we are going to be doing a big team party in there this month. We do one typically once a month, if not more. Plus other little things that we do. When new jewelry comes out, whoever of the leader team gets it first, we do a live so that your customers can see it. When we want to do a big fun team party with elevated prizes and live stylings and all kinds of great stuff, so that your customers can see things that you don't have or can win prizes that you're not providing. All of that is going to take place in the Shine On and Party group. So what that is a Facebook group that the whole stylist team is in, and then so are our customers that have opted into the group as well. So Jen's customers are in there, my customers are in there, all the different members of the team, customers are in there. That's why we never post shopping links in there. No one gets confused. We do lives. And what we always say is tag your stylist, message your stylist, get with your stylist, so that then they will contact you for placing the order, or you will be contacting them to place the order. So anyway, that's 2 things that we want you to have right away so that you can get in on all the fun. Okay, so with that, I know that you joined this business in order to make some money. Can you please comment money? If you came here, you started your business because you wanted an income, let us know. Did you come here to supplement the income that you already have? Go ahead and comment supplement if you're supplementing. Or are you replacing an income that you've lost? Is that something that you're doing here? Let us know if you're supplementing, replacing. And I know that no one joined just because you were bored and wanted a hobby. So that's why we're going to get right to it with how you get paid. So one of the things you're going to see in all the documents, all the write-ups, all the things online is net and non. So you'll see N/N, you'll see net/non. This is a super important thing to know right out of the gate. So Jen, take them through some net and non.
Okay, I will. All right, so let's start with placing an order and net and non. So if you have shopped with Park Lane at any point in time, and you have done the 2 low price items, the 4 half price items, a bonus item, right? If you've shopped the sale, put sale in the comments and let us know, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down what you're going to see on your paycheck. Okay, so the word net is what you get paid on. So that means any of your half price items, any of your full price items, those are all things that you're going to see on your paycheck. You are getting paid on the net. Okay, now the non part, the non-commission is what it's short for, is still very important. And we're going to talk about why that's important in just a bit. But I want to tell you how you're going to see the money on your paycheck first, okay? So that's how you get paid on any given order, as you're collecting orders in a party, as you're collecting orders in your VIP group, any of those things. So your full price items and your half price items, okay? The next thing that you may run into if you have been a host, or now you are going to be having hosts contact you, right? Put host in the comment if you've ever hosted a Park Lane party before, because your host rewards, right? Park Lane pays for all of those host rewards that you get to offer to your customers. They get the shopping credit, they get a bonus item, right? A thank you item, and then they're entitled to half price items. Well, guess what? If your host is taking advantage of additional half price items through their host rewards, you're also going to get paid on those half price items. That is incredible. Such a great opportunity to continue to help our paycheck be a little bigger, okay? So those are 2 ways that you are going to have net on your paycheck. The other way is our style drops. Have you ever shopped our style drops, okay? Come out with a new color impression bracelet, or any of the variety of bracelets. Tends to be mostly bracelets that drop on a style drop day. So what happens is, right, you know that you spend $40 to then unlock the special price of whatever that piece is, okay? So what's so great and so smart about Park Lane is that you have the $40 initially that they will purchase. You're getting paid net on that, and then they're unlocking that special priced piece, the style drop piece, to get it, right? So that's considered non, the style drop piece, but the initial $40 or more, oftentimes it's more, right? That's what you get paid on, okay? And then the last kind of piece to the puzzle here is our Sparkle Boxes, okay? Put Sparkle Box in the comments if you're already a Sparkle Box subscriber, and put not yet in the comments if you are not yet a subscriber, because when we are done here, I want you to get with your leader and ask them how and when is the best time to get subscribed to a Sparkle Box, because we have two options always. We have our standard box, which is $24 plus tax, 0 shipping, or our premium box, which is $39 and plus tax, no shipping. All of our Sparkle boxes are free shipping, okay? Now, our Sparkle boxes are so fantastic because these are your people that are going to be your like rooting section of your customer base. They are going to be so excited to get their Sparkle boxes each month. They're going to be like your biggest hype people that are sharing their pictures every month. And it's just a really great program to be able to continue to build your business and have this really fun group of people that will help share out Park Lane for you on your behalf. So our Sparkle boxes are kind of a net and non situation because you'll see them show up in the net section of your back office. We don't get paid on our personal Sparkle boxes. However, they are considered net when you are working on a promotion. So as you are ready and working towards your area level promotion, you are going to find that your Sparkle boxes are so helpful to get you to the sales amount that you need for that promotion. So start talking about your Sparkle boxes right now today. Start building up your Sparkle boxes because there's another reason why that you're going to want to have Sparkle boxes as well that we're going to talk about in just a minute. But that's a little bit of net and non. We're going to get into the non in just a minute. But that is how you are going to make money, all right, here at Park Lane.
Amazing. All right. So that all makes sense. Net and non, we got it. So that's how you get paid. Now let's talk about when you're getting paid. So if you have a device or a calendar of any kind handy, grab it so that you can take a look at the actual calendar of October. Okay, so when we look at the October calendar, what we see is actually that October is a 5-week month. Now, here's what I mean by that. Park Lane's pay week runs from Thursday to Wednesday. So whatever you submit in a given week from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that's what's on that week's paycheck. On Friday, there's an update in the commission area under tools in our back office where you can look at what your pay stub is so that you know what you're getting paid. And typically most banks post the money in your account on Tuesdays. So that is our fantastic weekly pay. So that means that the last Wednesday of any given month is the end of the month, regardless of what the calendar says. So see how the last Wednesday of October is October 30th? That means that October in Park Lane World ends on October 30th, and that October 31st is the first day of November in Park Lane World. Okay, so knowing that that's when October ends, when did October start, right? So we need to look at what was the last Wednesday in September, and that was the 25th. So on the 25th, September ended, which means week 1 of October is September 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, and October 1st and 2nd. So this is one of those weird months that the first week of the month ends on October 2nd. All right, that means week 2 is the 3rd to the 9th. That concludes that week's pay. Then on October 10th is the week 3 paycheck. That goes from the 10th to the 16th. Week 4 is from the 17th to the 23rd. And week 5 goes from the 24th to the 30th, which is month end. So it's never a bad idea to mark off your Wednesdays on the calendar. So just write with a pen in whatever your planner or calendar that you use. You can mark it off electronically, but make it a habit to mark off when the month end is, and that every Wednesday is the end of your pay week. So it is a good business habit that by Wednesday that you are closing up and submitting your open parties so that you get a paycheck each and every week. All right, so now that you are ready to get paid and you know when you're getting paid, we're going to swing on over to a screen share to show you how you're going to add free jewelry to your kit. And that is through our Rich Rewards program. So I'm going to share my screen so that we can take you on through our Rich Rewards program. Okay, Jen, you're seeing that?
Yes.
Okay, so just so that you guys know, when you go to the field interface, I clicked here, field interface, to get to this. There are lots of things back here, but for right now, really the only spot you need to know as far as this is concerned is the Style Boss News and the Loop. So the difference here, the Loop comes out every single Thursday in an email that comes to your inbox, generally at 7 a.m. Eastern. And with that, you're going to find out what's going on in Park Lane that week. So if there's an update to the sale, is there a special style drop piece? Is there anything extra that we're earning? Is there any special holidays or resources that you're going to want to take a look at? That comes out every single Thursday. Thursday is a very exciting day in Park Lane world, always. Now, at the beginning of each month is when the Style Boss News comes out, and that goes over the programs for the month. So I'm going to open that up. The current one will always be at the top, past ones behind, in case you forget what you earned or you want to ever check something out. So when we open the October Style Boss News, we're going to see the overall program that's being offered for the whole month. So this gives you the opportunity to check out all the different things that we can earn at the beginning. You know, since this comes out at the beginning of the month news will be in here, and anything they want to make us aware of for the whole month, such as this with $1,500 in the first 2 weeks, you're going to earn this. You know, we had the opportunity to earn this extra bracelet. If we do $8,000 in the whole entire month, we're earning this bonus necklace. So anything, when we sign and qualify a recruit this month, we're getting the Moonflower ring, but in abalone, which is like really gorgeous. This month, all month long, there's an extra $100 being given in kits, so that a $129 kit has $600 worth of jewelry in it. So whatever's happening with the sale at the start of the month, all of that is here. The breast cancer program for this month, all of it. The Mercedes, like, see how there's great little bonus tiles you can use. So what I am scrolling to now is our Rich Rewards program, which is how you're going to add free and discounted jewelry to your kit every single month. And of course, as you see, I'm scrolling by so many other things that you're also entitled to. You know, the new jewelry that comes out, you can sell. The trip to Zurich, you can earn. All of this is still part of your program. And here we are at our Rich Reward. So Jen, why don't we take them through this? I'll zoom in.
All right. So there is not a month that goes by that any stylist doesn't want to add new jewelry to our kit, or to be able to get to give away, to just enhance our business in so many different ways. And I am so grateful that this is not a program that is just for new people. So it doesn't matter if you joined 5 minutes ago or you have been here for 50 years, you are entitled to this Rich Rewards program month after month after month. And so when we have a program like this, I would highly encourage you to get out your calendar as I am kind of going over some of these things, and mark them in your calendar, just like you marked off the different weeks. You're going to want to do the same thing for Rich Rewards every single month so that you know how you can earn all of these different levels of free jewelry. Okay, free jewelry. So level one is your first 2 weeks. So again, if we look at the calendar for October, what we would do is we would just count 2 Wednesdays down. So the first Wednesday would be the second, and then the second Wednesday would be the 9th. If we look at November, let's say, the first Wednesday would be the 6th, the second Wednesday would be the 13th, okay? So just kind of count 2 Wednesdays and then know that by the second Wednesday, you will want to have submitted $1,000. Here's that N plus N, net plus non. This is where your non really comes into play. That is fantastic. So $1,000 in net plus non. So all your style drops, all your bonus items, any of those extras that Park Lane offers to our customers, we are still rewarded through through our Rich Rewards program, okay? And so your first 2 weeks, you're getting $250 in free jewelry. Now, I will say too that N plus N, all those things that Michelle just scrolled by, those are all net and non. So any of those other rewards and bonuses and all of those things, all of those are going to be net and non. So that's why our non is really important to our business as well. Okay, then there's level 2. So level 2 is you're adding on just one more Wednesday. So if you count down 3 Wednesdays, then that's going to entitle you to a designer piece that Park Lane has coming out in the future. Maybe the following month, maybe in the next 2 months, we don't know. But listen, if it's free, it's for me, right? So $2,500 in the first 3 weeks, and you're getting this adorable, love this chunky necklace. I love the tortoise shell for the fall. I think this is one that people are going to be clamoring over. So make sure that you have that marked in your calendar and make sure that you are tracking to see, okay, I got to do $2,500 by the first 3 weeks of any given month to get whatever that next free piece is. So I love that. All right, and then we have level 3, which is $4,000. This one is for the whole month. So because what's really cool about Rich Rewards, let's say that you started later in the month, or maybe you didn't earn Rich Rewards the first level, you still have the ability to earn the subsequent levels, 3, 4, and 5. So level 3 is $4,000 in the entire Park Lane month, right? So make sure that that's why it's important to know your Park Lane months, because you want to know when the cutoff is for these things. And thankfully, we have an amazing team page in our Team Shine On page where we'll continue to remind you that as well. But always good to take responsibility and mark that in your calendar too. Okay. And then level 4 is all about team building. Do you want to talk about team building, Michelle, or do you want me to keep going?
Sure, I can.
Go for it.
So in addition to being rewarded for your sales, you're also going to be rewarded with jewelry as people join your team. And this is not something that is only for people who are here for a while. As we're going to talk about next, many of the newest stylists are building a team right away and getting that first raise. So in any month, whether it's now or later or both, that you start and then go on to qualify 2 personal recruits So people joining your team. And luckily, when you're new, your leader that's doing your launch is probably also doing their launch. So this is an easy one for you to earn if you're sharing the business opportunity. You then get to choose $300 of additional jewelry of your choice. So this is on top of whatever you earn in the sales categories as well. So as you can see, this adds up really quick. Also, if you're a brand new stylist that's a fashion director, fashion stylist, and you recruit two, in addition, you're going to be getting a raise, which we're talking about in a second as well. So that's level 4. And then level 5 is a month where you have 2 more than that. So you're having 4 join in the month. That's an additional $300 worth of jewelry. So think about how much jewelry that is. We just added up, everybody, to about $1,100 worth of jewelry that you can earn every single month. So because everything is segmented, that's giving you such great ability to earn various amounts, various months, right? There's a month that you don't have any team members joining, but you did great in sales. You're getting the 300, the 250, and that other piece, right? And the piece for the month. Maybe there's a month that your personal sales are a little lower, but you qualified 4 new team members. It's rewarding you for all the ways that you can build your business and therefore build your kit. We find that a great rule of thumb, anytime you're redeeming Rich Rewards, get something or some things that will enhance your kit. So if you're finding, geez, every arm party I see seems to show the Rika bracelet. Let me get a silver. I only have the gold. Definitely enhance your kit. And then maybe grab a couple of things that are great for giveaways, right? So something that you can raffle off in your VIP group for Wear It Wednesday participants. Something that you can use in your parties. Send me your wish list. I'll put you into a raffle for a pair of impression earrings, like whatever it is, a cherished bracelet. There's so many price points that you're going to be able to redeem within that you can really do a lot with Rich Rewards. Okay, so you may be saying, okay, I know that I'm going to be doing parties and running my VIP group, and that's going to generate me sales, but how am I meeting people to, build a team? How am I going to become how am I getting those additional raises? So we support you in that right out of the gate. Because here at Park Lane, there are no demotions, there are no punishments. And if you're starting as a fashion director with us at 30% commission, you can get a raise right away to bring you to 35% commission that you will never lose. So as long as you are with us, you are earning 35% personal commission all the time on every sale that you do. And part of how we help you achieve that is by having every single week a free Jewels chat. So Jen, why don't you tell them about the free Jewels chat?
Absolutely. So we do this every single Monday, and it is at 4 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Central, and 7 p.m. Eastern. All right. Let's get your fingers working and let's know our time zones. You're going to know real quick around here what all the different time zones are as you're connecting with people all around the country, which is so fun. So you are going to want to just invite people to our free Jewels chat. It's such a great way to be able to introduce people to the business because maybe you don't have all the answers. Most likely you don't if you're new, and that's perfectly fine. You don't need to know all the answers. But what you do is just invite people to our free Jewels chat. It's an opportunity that Michelle and 1 or 2 or 3 other stylists will be able to just answer questions, the most popular questions that we often get as people are thinking about something like Park Lane, and then share our experiences that may help them to make a decision to come and join us and try Park Lane out. Now, oftentimes too, these first couple of people that you may introduce to Park Lane may be your friends and family, and that's completely normal. So make sure that you are inviting everybody to this free Jules chat on a weekly basis, because sometimes we find that it takes people 2 or 3 times to come and be immersed in the information before they even make a decision. So just continue to invite, and then they'll be given a survey that they fill out. And from there, then we can help navigate as leaders where what they want to do. Do they want to book a party? Are they ready to sign up? Do they love just being your customer, right? But we're going to be able to help move that needle for you and help you to get that raise really quickly.
Yeah, and we do it in a way that makes it so easy for you to share and to invite, so you're going to be given, this is the link that they can go watch. It's done on our team public business page so that you can click the share button. You know how you share any other post you like on Facebook and half the time it's a meme and whatever, like now you're going to hit the share button and you can put the free Jules chat on your regular Facebook page, because you never know who wants to see it or who would watch and be inspired. You can share it into your open party. You can share it into your VIP group. In addition to having people actively seek out and watch the live, directly. Because here's the thing, you guys, it's only a 2-step process to get a raise here. Step 1 is you have a Park Lane month in which you sell $1,000. Now, when we do your launch party, your leader, and if you already did it, you know this, we really try to get your launch party to $1,000. That way, not only are you starting out with a strong paycheck, but we know now you've done the first thing, right? Check. Step 1. Step 2 is that there's somebody who's going to join on your team and they sell their 1,000 in the first 5 weeks. Now, of course, when we start somebody, we give them the same instructions as you. So we're trying to not have it be 5 weeks. We're trying to have it be the launch party, same as it was for you, so that it can be a matter of maybe your launch party is this weekend, right? And then your neighbor across the street books a party. Maybe that party is on, it's just later in the month. And then your leader does that party. She joins that when that show goes in, it's flipped right over to her. You could be a leader in the same month you're getting started.
Totally.
So if this sounds good, please comment raise, because we love to know who's hearing this. Who is hearing this? Who wants a raise? And then we're going to make extra sure that you're doing those invites. We're going to pay extra attention to, hey, I know that such and such wants a raise. Let me follow up. And comment raise if you're going to take our advice, right? We're going to tell you, send these invites. You're going to send invites. Let's get, all the instructions that you're going to follow along with us. All right. So let's get this business moving, right? Let's build your group. Let's do your launch party, and let's book more parties so that you're going to make money and earn rich rewards. All right. So whether you did your launch party or not, you're always keeping on top of inviting Frank to what you have going on. Maybe you're inviting Frank to your launch party. Maybe you're inviting Frank to the Shine On and Party group. Maybe you're inviting Frank to your second launch party, because there's no limit to how many parties you can hold in your own name to build your business. Now you're like, who's Frank? Jen, who's Frank?
Frank is my bestie. I love Frank. All right, so Frank is an acronym. So at this point, if you don't have a pen and paper, grab one quick, and you are going to write Frank down the side of your page. All right, FRANKS, add an S to the end. Franks. And
multiple Franks.
We're gonna have lots of Franks coming to your parties. Okay, so this is just an exercise for you to just quickly jot down the first 3 to 5 names that come to your mind. And this is like a living, breathing document that you are going to continue to update so long as you are here at Park Lane, okay? Because you may be sitting at baseball practice and you're like, oh my gosh, I forgot about this person. I need to add them to my, list. or, sitting in the car or at your hair appointment, right? And like different people in different sectors of your life are going to come to your mind. And so you're just going to continue to say, oh my gosh, yeah, I need to talk to, Susie. She'd be a great contact. So we're going to start with F. Jot down some names as you go. Here she is. Yes, F is here. And those are going to be your friends. All right? Your friends. Who are 3 to 5 friends that are in your circle that like, it's time to pull out a favor, right? It's time to be like, hey, you remember that one time I did for you? Okay, now I need a little help, right? Who are 3 friends? Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, just like that. Okay, R is for your relatives, right? R is for your relatives. Now, what's really important about this exercise is that you can do wraparounds too. So it might not just be your aunt or your cousin, but maybe it is your aunt's cousin. Maybe it's your mom's cousin, right? So really try to like stretch your brain a little bit to kind of think of additional people that might not be on the first level, the first layer of friendship or relatives. Go a little further than that. Okay.
Yeah, you know how like you have your sister-in-law. Maybe your sister-in-law is not the person who's going to host, but you've met her sister at a bunch of family functions, and she wears jewelry or she's, fashionable and stuff. So skip the sister-in-law, go right to her.
Exactly. Yes, that's a perfect example. I love that. Okay, FRA. A is for acquaintances. Okay, acquaintances. Who are the people that you might not even know their name, but you know the location where they are? Maybe you, in your line of work, you're going into the bank all the time and working with, the bank tellers. Maybe if you are a mom, you're going to drop-offs, right? And you are meeting people at daycare drop-offs or school drop-offs. Maybe you are one that frequents a farmer's market. I don't know, like pick something where like you go somewhere all the time and you just happen to like see these people. You interact with them a little bit. They're super nice, like they're friendly, they're put together. Those people, right? So it may be bank teller number 1 at the bank, right?
Yeah, from Zumba class. What are the like clubs and things like that? Like where are the places you're going? The girls from the gym, the people from like your Peloton group on Facebook, like all kinds of people that you kind of form relationships with in your out and aboutness.
Yeah, those are so good. Okay, so acquaintances in K is going to be any connections.
N.
F-R-A-N. You're right. Yes, we missed N. Let's spell. The N is for your neighbors. There she is. N is for your neighbors. This is a classic wraparound one. I think this is the most important wraparound one because let's talk about your general neighbors though first. Listen, right. Your neighbors are nosy Nellies and they're going to start seeing the UPS man come to your house all the time delivering packages. They're going to see these little white boxes that are stacked up on your porch, right? And be like, what is happening over at Michelle's house, right? Maybe you're going to have a launch party here at your house and there's going to be extra cars in the neighborhood. You better believe that Sally across the street is like, what's going on over there, right? Well, let me see inside of her house. I want to know how she's decorating, right? Invite them over. And I love, this is just such a great way to get to know your neighbors. It's so important to just form that community in your neighborhood. Everybody can have, just an extra level of a watchful eye when you're gone and traveling on your Switzerland vacation. These are just, it's good. It's good to get to know your neighbors. All right.
And a couple of things about neighbors too, especially as the weather starts to change. I know that this may not apply to Jen as much in California, but for those of us in the Northeast or anywhere that gets eventually getting cold weather, this is good to tell your hostesses too. Neighbors come even in bad weather, so when it gets, even although super rainy, right? Like if someone lives a half an hour away and it's raining hard, they're not coming. Whereas your neighbor's like, there's wine across the street, I'm going. And they put a hood on an umbrella and they run across the street. So, you definitely want to include your neighbors also for that, and the fact that you don't want to insult anybody because they see full well people walking into your house the night of your show. Another thing, I just want to tell you a little story about my launch party and one of my neighbors, because at the last minute, I'm like, all right, she said invite all the neighbors, even if I don't know them that well. So I texted my diagonal neighbor, who is a woman who, since she worked regular hours, she wasn't typically at the bus stop, but like, of course I knew her. She had kids of a similar age to mine and was diagonal across the street. So I invited her at the last minute, and she's like, oh, I think I can come. And I was like, oh, that's great. Then the day of the party, she texts me, is it okay if I bring my aunt and my sister? And I was like, oh my God, I just went from a last minute invite to 3 yeses. 2 are the bring-a-friends. The bring-a-friends are the best people at the party.
Yeah.
Because the bring-a-friends are the ones who are like, oh, you going to the jewelry party? I need a necklace. I need earrings. I love jewelry. So here come the 3 of them. I only know 1 out of the 3. All 3 of them placed beautiful orders. The mom has since gotten involved in all of the shopping and is a name that when you join the Shine On a Party group, you're going to see her all the time. And that sister has spent thousands of dollars with me over 10 years and is still an extremely active shopper. And when she gets back into shopping, like she'll go a little while without shopping, then she'll spend $1 billion, then she buys a bunch in a row, then she goes MIA for a while. 10 years. Yeah. If I had not invited my neighbor at the last minute, all of that business and the affiliated bookings I've gotten throughout the years would not exist. So that's a good one.
Invite your neighbors. The wraparound with this one is huge too, because how many of you go to events at friends' houses that their neighbors come, right? You become friendly with them because every Halloween you're going to a Halloween party, or every Christmas they have a Christmas cookie exchange or whatever, right? Name the event that you have at a friend's house, and you just get friendly with their neighbors as well.
Mm-hmm.
Those are great circumstances.
Block party
neighbors, right? Yeah.
The block party. Is that a thing everywhere? Do you have block parties?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Yeah, but old neighbors, right? Old neighbors that you still keep in contact with. That's another great one that sometimes we forget. So dial them up, right? Hey, let's get all the hood back together. Let me come do a party at your house. That'd be so fun. I'd love to connect with everybody again. All right. So neighbors is a really big list that you probably can come up with more than 5 for that one.
Yeah.
All right. And now we could do K, right?
Yes.
F-R-A-N-K. Yes. K is for connections that you have with kids or through kids. So nieces or nephews, grandkids, your own kids. What are those connections? Are you going to any sporting events for those kids and you become friendly with the other, parents and grandparents? Are you doing drop-offs? Do you have young kids where you're involved in the PTA and, friendly with the teachers and the principals, right? I say that because that's a huge one for me personally. I love to connect with moms at the pickup line and all of, the teachers and the admin. Because they get dressed every single day, right? Yep. So those are the people. You have people that get dressed every day. Those are good ones. What are some other kid connections? You're on the other spectrum of older kids. What does that look like?
No, once your kids get older, if it's still school age older, you still have a lot of the school things. It usually turns into the sports moms. If you have like a wrestler, you're at a gym for 7 hours, waiting for your kids to wrestle for 2 minutes. But then, when they get fully older, then sometimes they can host the party, right? So sometimes it's your like I have college age and kids in their young 20s, and I've done fundraisers for like my son's girlfriend's cheerleading team in college. I have signed up my daughter's roommates into the business because they're girls in their 20s who doesn't love jewelry and they wanted their own website and things like that. So there's things like that to keep in mind. And then I think of somebody like Donna on our team. And she doesn't have kids, right? But she has a nephew. She's involved in going to see him play hockey. She's involved in going places with her sister and her nephew. And then she's made friends with all of those other women, and many of them have hosted shows and things like that. So there's definitely a lot of opportunity there at all the different stages of life.
Yeah. And you're opening up, when your kids start dating or getting married,
Yes.
right? Then you're opening up a whole new level of getting to know other family members and things like that are another great connection.
Well, I mean, that's fundraiser I did for Deanna's cheerleading squad put me back in touch with some customers from Staten Island. And out of that group came Diane Minette and Tony Potestio, who are two area leaders on our team. Some of you are signed up with them. Some of you know them from, other trainings and things going on. But if it wasn't for Deanna's cheerleading squad doing a fundraiser with me in Scranton, Pennsylvania, neither of them would be on this team.
Yeah.
That's wild, right?
It is wild. That's why it's so important to just tap into all of those areas of life.
Yeah.
So those were kids. KS, we're at S, right? So S is kind of twofold. You could take S in a couple of different directions. S can definitely be for social media, right? Michelle talked about groups on Facebook, right? Are you in like a Peloton exercise group? Are you in a pet, your specific kind of a pet group, right? Are you in a local moms group? Yes. A local moms group. I don't know, name it. Like, what are you interested in? Are you interested in knitting? Are you interested in a walking club? Yeah, like y'all are. Let us know what groups you're in. Tell us what groups you're in the comments. That would be an interesting one to know. I want to know. I'm serious.
Right. What are you doing?
But those are like good places. Be active in those groups.
Right.
Because then you're going to meet people in those groups. And maybe you already are. Maybe you've become friendly. Sports teams, that's another one. Television shows that you're interested in, right? Comment on those things. You're going to see the same people commenting, the same people that reply back to you. And then maybe eventually you're going to friend them on Facebook, right? And then you're going to kind of get to know them even more based on what they post. Then maybe at that point, you can send them a message and invite them into your community group, right? Yeah. So those are just ways that you can build connections through social media that will also in turn help you build your business. So go through those lists of people on social media that are those hot leads, hot connections, right?
Yep.
The other thing that you could take S in a different direction of any spouse or partner connections that you have, right? Is your spouse work in an industry where there are a lot of women that love jewelry, right? My husband is in education. Yes, please, right? Introduce me to all the people. Or maybe your spouse has a coworker whose wife, right? Maybe they need to buy for their wife, or maybe you can meet the wife of the person, right? Think of all of those different connections where there's people, because we say where there's people, there's possibilities. And so that's exactly what this list is going to help you to do. When you are feeling like, okay, what do I do next? Come revisit this list. Take some time to just kind of take some quiet time and work on this list. When you're feeling that like, what should I do next? Go through this list. Maybe you haven't, asked everybody on this list to book a style party for you. Maybe you haven't asked them to come to our free jewels chat on a Monday, right? There's so many different levels. So that is Frank. That's an extensive list. It is living and breathing. And I hope you find it really helpful.
Yes, this is an active list. Always be working on that. I hope that you even jotted down names as you were doing this. Yeah. And if not, I would encourage you, because we're almost done here. We only have about maybe 10 minutes to go here. But before you return to your life, while this is fresh in your mind from attending this training, take 10 minutes before you open the door, before you go back to your life, and jot some names down, because the faster you write the list, the more, don't filter the list. Don't prejudge the list. because one of my best parties years ago was when my cousin came up to me at Christmas and was like, "What is it that you sell?" And I was like, well, shame on me that my cousin doesn't even know what I sell. And then she goes, you know what? I always wanted to have one of those like ladies come over and shop parties. So can we have a party? And I was like, this was a cousin that never in 1 million years, obviously, since I didn't ask or invite or anything. And she had an amazing party with numerous bookings that carried me for a while. So we're not prejudging. That's why I say when this is over, take 10 minutes before you return to your life and slam out a bunch of names. And that is a great income producing activity to do for several minutes every day for the next week. Because the more people on this list, the wheels are going to keep turning. You'll continue to think of more and you'll have some purpose in who you're messaging. And that's what we're going to look at now. So I'm going to go back to sharing my screen so that we can show you some highlights that I think are going to be helpful for you in the guides. So when we go back to the guides here, to Team Shine On, what we have here is here in our team group, along the top, there's different things that you can click. So what I want, discussion just is all the regular posts, right? So everything that goes on here on the team is there. But what we're focused on right here is the guides. From the phone, it always looks different than the computer, but you can get to it from either way. And there are guides of many, many topics in here. And you'll eventually look at the various guides. But what we're going to do is look at only guide 1, your first 90 days in business. Because what we've tried to do for you here is to keep everything you need when you're brand new in one place so that you don't have to go all crazy. So, the first post in here, this is the words to say when you're doing the live part of your party. So instead of just going online and going, okay, here's a necklace. Isn't it pretty? Like this is to help you not do that, right? It's in order exactly what to say with jewelry suggestions, and you edit it to your liking. You edit it to the pieces you have, and you can comfortably follow along. And there is never any harm at all in using an outline, whether you're in person in front of a room in somebody's house or whether it's in front of you sitting at your computer online. So that's something to take a look at. If you haven't yet ordered your starter kit, or anytime you're ordering Rich Rewards, here's a helpful video with like what we suggest that you order and why, how to redeem your Rich Rewards, and just all the ways to maximize. So I recommend that you check that out. This one is really great for you. How to set up an actual Facebook party and how to use the resources in boards. So we do have a team board, and in that is what you post in a Facebook party, what you post in your VIP group. How do you coach the hostess along the way while doing a show? Everything you need for that is in this training right here. So if you were going to, like if you did your launch and now you have shows booked, or if you just have a show upcoming, this is your next top priority to watch and set up. Okay. So as you continue through here, you're going to find so many helpful things as you're getting your business started. So I want you to think of this as your new Netflix. Okay, because you can go on Netflix and binge watch something, but that makes you $0. This is the Netflix that's going to make you money. So spend time futzing around in here. Why is that twice? Or did I get back up to the top somehow? I did. Okay. So, how to explain the sale and why you explain the sale. This is one that takes some notes. Play it while you're driving in the car. Play it while you're putting your makeup on. You need to be able to explain the sale so that people will want to take advantage of the sale. That's how you make money. That's how you help hostesses get great shopping sprees. So these are just skills that when you listen to them enough, they suddenly magically come out of your mouth. When you're ready to close with your hostess, these are just everything here. So, because here's the thing, you guys, this is a business of you learn the business when you need to learn it. So if you're like, oh, I don't know how to close the party with a hostess, have you not closed the party yet? Because that's why. When you are ready to close a party, you're going to watch this first. You're going to talk about it with your leader. You're going to get some advice from your leader. Maybe your leader even wants to be in a 3-way chat with you as you close the party, right? Any of these things are going to help you be successful as you move step by step through the business. So as you continue through that guide, you're also going to see like word choices for how to get the shows booked, so that you're not saying things like, hi, will you have a party for me? Like, we're never saying that, right? But what we are saying, let's say you're doing someone's order. Jen and I are in full agreement on these word choices. I didn't say this in the beginning, but I've been in direct sales for 24 years. I was 14 years with another company before being direct appointed here, and I've been here for 10. Jen has been here for 8 years. And we didn't make it this far doing shows for friends and family, right? We're way beyond that. Do friends and family sometimes host? Of course. But we're meeting new people. We're doing shows, we're meeting new people. And then that's the next hostess, and that's the next hostess. So when you are booking a show with someone, something that's important is knowing that someone who says, sure, I'll have a party, is a lead. Someone that's name is written in your calendar, Mary Smith, 7 p.m., that's a booking. So how do we move someone from one to the next? One of the most successful things that I have found all these years is simply, hey, so Jen, why don't you let me set you up a party group just like this? Kathy is getting, $400 plus in free and discounted jewelry. I'd love to do the same for you. What do you think? And if they say, yeah, that sounds okay, then we are simply giving 2 options at a time, right? So we're simply saying, okay, great. Would you like a weekday or a weekend? And that's, of course, if you're offering that. If you're only offering weekends, then you're just only offering the weekends, right? So weekday, weekend. Oh, weekdays are a little busy with the kids. Maybe I'll do a weekend. Okay, I have, would you like a daytime like brunch and bling? Or do you want like a Friday night girls' night out? Ooh, a brunch sounds fun. Okay, I have Saturday the 10th and Sunday the 17th, which is better? 99% of the time, they pick something because they're not looking everywhere else on their calendar at Flag Day and Groundhog and this and that. None of that matters. Well, you want a weekend? Let's look at weekends. I'm giving you 2 choices. Typically, they pick one. So I know that is how both of us have filled our calendars, continue to fill our calendar from the beginning of time till the end of time. This is how it goes. And honestly, we would just kind of wrap it up here by saying, whatever you came here for is what we want to help you with. So if you came here to make $600 a month for a specific need, tell your leader that so that we can help you with the math of getting you to $600. Then when you earn $600, we know that like that's the goal. We get to celebrate. We get to talk about, do we want to stay with that goal? Do you want to increase it? Are you happy where you are? So that now we move forward with maintaining or growing. We can only do that when you tell us what it is that you need. And your goal is celebrated just as much as somebody whose goal is 2,000, because we coach you to the goal that you came here to achieve. So please think about that. What's the dollar amount you need? Because extra money disappears. Extra money is like not a thing. Paying the credit card bill of of like $350 a month is a thing. Paying a car payment of $600 is a thing. Paying my health insurance bill of whatever. We need the dollar amount. so that we can identify success, because numbers don't lie. So, Jen, I think we're done.
We did it.
So please comment if you are excited to start your business, if you are ready to share your goals, and we look forward to seeing you on all of our team events, the parties, the Tuesday lunch and learns, the Thursday recognitions, and all the things to help you be so successful here. So thanks for investing an hour tonight. We look forward to working with you all. Bye, everybody.
Bye.